I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen. When the lights go up, I wanna watch the way you take the stage by storm. The way you wrap those boys around your finger. Go on and play the leader, 'cause you know it's what you're good at. morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is another episode of Nerdy Live in the morning. Joining me, as always, it is the Senator of Sass herself, Squatchin. How are you doing today?
I am doing excellent, John. How are you? Good morning, chat.
Doing good. We got a bonus episode. And not just a bonus episode, we got a very special guest with us today. It is the one, the only, Leia Something. How are you doing today?
Morning. I'm good. I'm excited to be here. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask straight off the bat. Okay, so obviously most people know you from being originally from Tipster's community. I wanted to ask you, when did you find Tipster? Like, was it a specific topic, or was it like a collab he did? What happened there?
Tipster found me.
Oh, he went after you. Oh no.
Yeah,
You know how he likes to hunt for women.
I hung out in Augie's chat. That's how I became more familiar with like the commentary side of things, or the commentary community. And then I was just like floating around, just being a spurg, just being a rando. And then Tipster found me on Twitter and followed me. I was like, holy shit, it's Tipster. Like I was in awe. I was like, oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Tipster's
it's like, oh my
me.
God, one of the main dudes in the circle finally followed me. That'd be
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Sorry.
I geeked. I'm not gonna lie. Like from my own experience, I geeked out when I got the Willy follow.
Yeah. You have a tendency to geek out like that, but it's cool to get those kinds of follows.
Yeah, mine was the
Like, I'll
Boblax
probably
follow.
Yeah. Boblax is a good follow. I'll probably geek out like the day. I don't think it'll ever happen, but the day Nicholas Diorio follows me, I'll be like, "Oh my God, this is
This is
so
so cool.
awesome!"
So okay, so like, but I'm guessing you kind of watched Tipster before then, right? I know you said you were mainly from Augie's community. Like he had to have like, I imagine like he had to have some awareness of you in his chat before just randomly following you.
So there was
weird.
I think there was awareness around the same time. So yeah, what you're saying makes sense.
Mhm.
My first interaction with like Tipster's chat was I don't remember the topic. It was like this big commentary topic because there's like spillage from like Augie's community onto Tipster's chat.
Yeah.
There was something that I super chatted in onto Tipster's live stream, and he's like, "Well, I don't necessarily agree with you." And he took like this soft take, and I went like fucking nuclear. He's like, "I don't agree with him." I was just like, "Fuck you." Okay, I'm not going to your chat anymore. And then shortly after, he followed me. So that's probably that.
That's it. That's very interesting. You had an argument with him, and he decided to give you a follow because you're a woman.
Yeah.
If
He's
you were
like,
a dude, you
there's
would have
a
gotten
pair.
the block
You were
that
a
day.
man.
Yeah.
Not
If I was named Spondyle, I would have been banned in his chat.
I know, and
True.
Augie would have been blamed for you.
Yeah. Then, yeah, that's totally true.
Yeah,
Augie's mean.
yeah, I want to say, I think the first time I really became aware of you was when. Do you remember the voting that was going on for the new co-host for Now Recording at the time?
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I think that's where lots of people remember me from, because that was my first big drama that I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was like freaking out. During that drama, before I mean, do you want to explain what happened, or?
Okay, so I think it was I want to say it was my episode. It was my episode with Doug, Austin No Power, and then someone else. There was like a big voting thing going on.
Yeah.
And then Tipster was like, "Yo, if this person wins, Leia something's gonna show her tits."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think Doug ended up winning that. Am I correct on the episode or no?
No, so what happened was you're close. But what happened was I was doing the tournament, right? And your episode with Doug happened, and then like everyone was like cheering you on and was like, vote for Nerdy John because nobody knew who the fuck Doug was. So everybody voted for you. Was that right?
So mean in hindsight. So mean in hindsight. Because Doug's so lovable.
Yeah, he is lovable, but it's so cool to see like people like vote for you because like Nick and Augie were like, oh yeah, we know Nerdy John. Yeah, vote for him.
You know, I will say, I think the only reason why I got that was because I was producing, or I was just off of producing Dave's show at the time, and Dave's show was like the best thing in commentary at that time, other than Augie's show, because like Now Recording. I think Now Recording did do a couple of live streams, but they were mostly known for their uploads,
pre-recorded.
their pre-recorded stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then what happened was that whole voting stuff took place, and then my episode came later after y'all's. And I was up against Zip Zap, and Zip Zap was like winning, but then Tipster did this thing where he was like, okay, Leah, I'm gonna shout you out on my live stream and my audience will go vote for you. So I was like, okay. So he shouts me out while the shouting out is happening, and he's like doing his bit. I was just like, you know what? I have a great idea of if I win this vote, I will post my boobs on Twitter, right? And then Tipster's like, oh, Leah's gonna post her boobs. And then
a twinkle in his eye began that day.
I started winning. I started winning the vote, and then Matt remembered the stuff that happened with you and Doug. And Matt was like, no, that's not going to happen again. So Matt, or it was either Matt Pitt or Toxic, they went to Salvo and was like, hey, Salvo, go vote for Zip Zap. So then Zip Zap started winning the poll. Well, Tipster found out that Salvo was doing that, and Tipster was drunk at the time and decided to go on Salvo's show and fight with Salvo.
Is this what started the whole like Salvo making fun of his wife thing?
Yes, because
oh my god,
Salvo's
domino
big
effect right there.
Yeah, Salvo's big hiccup was, well, you're disrespecting your wife. Like you want me to vote for an e-whore, and so you can see your tits, but you're married, Tipster, and you're willing to pay me $75 for me to sway this? What's wrong with you? That stuff. And then Tipster got mad and started cursing Salvo out. I was new to the whole thing, so I was just like, I had no idea what to do. I was having a meltdown.
Right.
Because I didn't know that this was like how drama started with blood sports. So I was like messaging Matt and being like, oh my God, what do I do? And Matt's like, calm down. It's going to be great. Be okay. And yeah, that I think Now Recording has said like, that was like their first big drama on the show. So I'm pretty proud of that. Having it be their first drama.
There you go. Yeah, that's all. It's always good stuff. And Hellbent, I saw your comment about where my hair is. Listen, okay, bald is beautiful. And I will not hear otherwise, okay? Powerful men like Lex Luthor are powerful men like Lex Luthor are bald, okay? They're also ginger, so I don't know what that also leads up to. In the meantime, Salvo pissing in girls' DMs. Oh my god, trippy. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that stuff would have been going on around the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
A little disturbing to think about.
It's crazy how like that stuff was happening while while Tipster's over here getting shit for his wife, and Salvo's going around and doing that stuff. So crazy how the world works.
John, if you don't read my funny chats, I will dip. I'm reading them right now as we speak. What are you talking about? And I'm not reading the one about the Jews. That's
Hellbent's great.
Listen.
What did she say?
She said, as always, the blanks are at fault.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As if they would have a female co-host. I mean, who knows? You know, if Squadron sent me screenshots of like the tournaments around the same time. Oh my god! Imagine if Rum had won.
Oh god. That would have been crazy. That would have been like interesting drama. Now recording co-host gets caught in Shotokan lolly scandal or
that would have probably ended or skyrocketed their podcast.
Depending on how they handled it.
Yeah.
Ideally, they would have handled it the same way they did.
Yeah, I think so. I think Matt would approach Rum and be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?" So, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you about that. How do you feel about the Rum's recent turning on Tipster? Do you think it was out of like genuine like, oh my god, I didn't realize how bad his behavior was, or do you think it was for more malicious reasons?
I think it was for more malicious reasons. And, I have my biased opinion when it comes to it because I was the first goth mommy to disavow Tipster. As soon as he started going towards Keffel's space and started saying, and I started catching wind of him saying, "Oh, commentary is toxic," and I take pride in commentary. Like I'm very proud of being part of the commentary community because it's a group of individuals that just say whatever the f they want.
Yeah,
and it helps people to be open-minded and free thinking, right? So I take pride in it. And then when I first caught wind of him saying that, like, oh my god, commentary toxic, I was like, bye, I'm not going to be around you, disavow, I'm distancing myself from you. And all of the goth mommies, including Rum, especially Rum, was like, oh, you're just you're jumping on the bandwagon of disavowing Tipster, you're just doing it because it's convenient for you. Well, I think the same thing about her disavowing Tipster, especially over the Vosh stuff, where there's like a comment where she's like, I didn't realize Tipster was this bad in defending like Lolly and degenerate stuff.
I think it was on Toastify's part 2 video.
Yeah, it's like, do you not realize like the scandal that you went through? He defended you. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, and like she like it's not just that Tipster defended her, because Nat Gordon defended her. No one's calling them pedo defenders or lolicon enthusiasts. It's just how he went about it, because instead of just being like, hey, this was just like a complete accident, let's try to move on from this, it won't happen again, sort of deal. It was like, well, what's wrong with the image in general? Huh? I see nothing wrong with the image.
Yeah.
And then he went in and liked a bunch of the artist's work in solidarity because this is fine, there's nothing wrong with it. And then it was like all lolly shit, apparently.
Yeah, all lolly and Shotokan, and then Xylee had to smack sense into him temporarily.
That was a crazy night because it was just live stream after live stream. Like, I was still talking to Tipster around that time, and I remember like Keemstar was like, Tipster, call in, and Tipster's like, should I call in? And I was like, yeah, you probably should, and defend yourself. And it just went fucking south with that conversation. I kind of felt bad telling Tipster to go on the Keemstar show because he just went. I didn't realize the argument that he was going to have on the Keemstar show, but he's like, I will die on this hill. And I was just like, Tipster,
Oh man.
What are you doing, buddy? Like, oh my god.
Funny
This-
how no one of note ever called Tipster a pedo because he clearly has neither the charisma nor the physical ability to lure a child. Jesus. Jesus,
She's
Jesus
not
Christ,
wrong.
Hellbent. It's just because he made a concession that the image was weird, but then he would never describe how the image was weird. And obviously that gives leeway to Pack God and because it was Pack God and Keemstar at the time. It gave
Yeah.
them leeway to be like, well, why is it weird, Tipster? He's like, it's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just weird.
I'm not particularly fond of that piece of artwork.
yeah.
Why, Tipster? Why are you not fond of it? What makes you say it's creepy?
Because it's creepy.
Couldn't answer.
I don't know. I think Tipster just like gets lost in the sauce sometimes. And then when you ask him to like defend his arguments, he's just like, because it's not a strong argument in the first place, he's just like, oh, yeah, agree to disagree. What's Sliggins is saying. So,
All right.
He's-
So,
yeah.
Leia, I want to get into the meat and potatoes of this. The main reason why I want to have you on.
Yeah.
This art commentary bullshit. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. I don't know when you found out about this whole thing. I'll just tell you when I found out about it, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, before then, Lio Convoy was kind of like people knew who he was in the community, but like in our community, it was mostly, oh, it's that weird fucking furry that Slug hangs out with, right? Who also doxes people.
Yeah.
But then,
Imagine
then that call got leaked. The Senate call where him and Hopeless Peaches are berating that mentally disabled woman.
Yeah. Rosa. Mhm.
Yeah, and like, listen, we're in a community where people drag Spurgs into calls daily and make fun of them, but like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that they were wanting to make fun of them. It's that they were being vindictive with it. Like they wanted to actively destroy this person.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely did. It was we do like there are times where we have Spurg drama, right? We're all in small commentary. I was just involved in Spurg drama yesterday, so it's like
But
there are
I
times
saw with
where
echoes of tragedy.
Wait, what happened?
the Echo tragedy stuff.
Yeah. Let me. Here are the DMs.
But there are times where Spurg drama happens and commentary, like the sphere that we're in, just kind of makes content out of it, and we're kind of just like we get into blood sports, but that's it. That's all. It's
that's
just
about it.
blood sports. They get into blood sports, but it's like, and I'm also gonna have a 4-hour call of the blood sports and tell you how your life is just so pathetic, and I think you're a PDF file enabler because I hunt down PDF files, and yeah, it's just
Oh, I do.
crazy.
Okay, so we do have a question from Hellbent. Could you explain the Echo stuff? Yeah, I know Echo went on like a hiatus after after Wall Smashers.
Yes.
So like, what's been happening with the guy?
So I don't know what's been going on personally with Echo. I know, like, I want to say like a week ago, Echo deleted all of the discords, like left all of the commentary discords, and then like deleted people off their off the Discord. And I got, like, a few days later, I got an ad on Echo in Discord, and I was just like, okay, what the fuck? Like, I never removed you as a friend. So I go to Echo and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And Echo's like, oh, I just needed to leave everything. I had a moment. I just needed to leave everything and get some space. I was like, okay, well, I hope you're okay. I was worried about you. I hope you're okay. I'll just give you space. And he's like, okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess he was like still leaving commentary or still in the process of leaving commentary. And he was part of this show called AWT with me. And I really liked having Echo on AWT. Like I like that show. I love hanging out. Sliggins is one of the co-hosts on the show. I like hanging out with the guys. So Echo was a joy for me to have, or for me to be with him on that show. And and again, I am passionate in what I do with the content that I put out. Right. If I make a mistake, I want to be told I'm making a mistake so I can improve.
Mhm.
But anyways, I really care about the content I push out. There's like an episode with Bunny where there was like a few last minute maneuvers where it ended up being it ended up being like a confusing thing on whether Bunny was going to be on one of the episodes, because some of the co-hosts didn't think Bunny was going to be on, and some others did. Well, and Bunny ended up asking Echo to be part of the episode, and Echo comes on and he starts fighting with people, and I don't know if Flatley is going to put out the episode. I think he is. Echo starts fighting with people on the Bunny episode, and then it ends up taking off from there. And then later on, after they recorded the episode, the guys are in the voice chat in Cathonic's Discord, and I join it, and they're talking about Echo in the episode, and I was like, "Wait, you guys filmed today?" And they're like, "Yeah." Echo was on the episode, so I was like, okay, well, he's back on AWT, and they're like, no, well, apparently no, he's not. I was like, what? And then Chthonic told me he had left the server, and I was just like, what is going on? So I message Echo because I'm just like, hey, what's going on?
The DMs that you showed on the Twitter?
those are the DMs.
Yeah,
right?
So right here it said like, hey, are you part of AWT now that you are back? No, not even in Conic's Discord after that shit show today. I only went on because Bunny wanted me to. Okay.
Yeah. So Echo's like, LOL, no, okay. Like where he says, I'm not even in Cathonic's Discord after that shit show today. He's referencing the Bunny episode. And I was just like, well, how, like, you called AWT shit show. Like, that's a trigger point for me. Again, because I take pride in what I do, or the content that I put out, right?
Right.
So I got pissed off. And I was just like, okay, bye then. And then he's like, LOL, okay. And when he said LOL, okay, I was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm further pissed. So then I was just like, I like how you just joined just for Bunny and then leave because AWT is a shit show. And then that's when I said that stuff. So then the issue progresses, and like I go and block Echo. I blocked Echo. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. If you're going to be grumpy, if you're going to have a bad attitude, I don't want you around. Like, especially when I do nothing to you. I don't like walking around eggshells around people. So like as soon as I get like that energy where I have to watch what I say around you, I don't want to be around you. I want nothing to do with you. So I blocked Echo because I was just like, okay,
who's Bunny?
You have a bad attitude.
Bunny is a co-host for the broadcast. She also is she's be honest, she's a cam girl, but she is utterly wholesome. If you ever get the chance to talk to her, she is so wholesome, so nice, and is a great addition to the broadcast. You should definitely go subscribe to that channel, and of course subscribe to Leia as well. You know.
Thank you. So I block him, and then he blocks me, and then he ends up blocking like Flatley, and Flatley is like, what the fuck? What's going on? Why am I blocked? So then I post that I blocked Echo. I was like, you know what? I'm done. And then it further escalated, and Echo thought I was lying about him yesterday for whatever reason. And he was trying to make it look like I was completely jealous of Bunny, and only posted leaked part of the DMs where like it looks like I'm jealous of Bunny. And I was like, no, you're not gonna make it look like I'm jealous of Bunny on purpose. So I leaked the full context of the DMs.
Poor
And
Bunny,
then-
man. She always gets dragged into Spurg dramas.
Yeah.
First
It's
one I could think of was like the ghosty one.
Yes. And then Ember Lily
Yeah.
on top of it, like punching the hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like a huge fan of the Hen House.
Oh, really?
I loved that show. And then like it just went to shit because Ember Lily. And I was just like, you have a show with Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's getting the attention because she's a hot cam girl in commentary. That's amazing. Shortly after the Hen House started or the Hen House ended, Bunny was on Dead on Dave's show. I've never been on Dead on Dave's show. So I don't know. I think Ember really screwed the pooch on that one.
She absolutely did. Well, there was a lot of up and coming women focused podcasts around that time. It was
Women folk.
There was the Whammon recording. There was Hen House, and then there was the Broadscast. There's probably I know Salvo trying to get something set up with the women in his community that ended up not working out. Yeah, and the Broadcast is the only one left standing, which is kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. What did Xylee do behind the scenes to get all these podcasts shut down? These podcasts totally didn't implode on their own with their own sets of drama, like trying to Me Too Chris and Ark.
Oh yeah, that was just. We were actually talking about that the other day on the broadcast, where that whole Valentine's Day episode from Woman recording.
Oh my god, you should like, but I'm like in the server, right? Because I'm one of the editors for the Whammon recording, right? And I'm just seeing the back and forth that Rum's having with D-Max on why what Chris and Ark did was awful, and I'm just I can't interject with this because I'm just gonna end up burning every bridge.
Yeah. It's great to hear that D-Max was defending them because I was so upset when Mitch was brought into the mix and Aussie was just like, oh yeah, they made me feel uncomfortable, and I was like,
Then say
whoa.
something.
No, yeah.
What?
If
Like,
you
I
feel
had
like
no knowledge that she was uncomfortable with any of this, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
like,
I didn't.
I had no idea.
No. I don't think Shan Reese even knew, right, Squashin? Or am I wrong?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh.
Shannon, if you're still watching, comment or call in if you want. But no, yeah, it was apparently she had discussed it with Hellbent. Hellbent brought it up on her show, like on her episode that they did, and that's when
Yeah.
like the crapshoot started.
Yeah. And so then, like, it's interesting because, like, that happened, and then, like, the Woman recording stuff fell apart. And I don't know. I think, like, I think the reason why we saw an increase of, like, women's kind of type of shows and commentary
Mhm.
is because Leggate had just happened, and Jessica Pizzle was, like, saying, oh my God, commentary is misogynistic, and Matt Pitt was just like,
Make a
you
show.
know, if you want your
show.
voice heard, make a show. And that's always stuck with me. Like Matt saying that stuck with me. So I was just like, you know what? They didn't pick me for Now Recording. I didn't win that tournament, but go make your own show. And
No,
then
you're an up and comer, in the community. You feel like your voice isn't being heard. Make your own stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I don't think
And
Hellbent.
just-
that's right. Hellbent's new to the community. She doesn't know about Leggate. Oh boy.
Oh, Hellbet doesn't know about Leggate.
No.
Oh, you want to talk
Oh
about it?
my.
Okay, so long ago,
Let's do it.
in a Discord server far away, there was a little show Salvo did. What was it? Fire. What was the name of it?
Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Fireball.
Yeah, he had a show called Fireball, and there was prize money involved. Now, Matt and Tommy won the first Fireball. They won the first ever one. The prize
Yeah.
money was
Mhm.
supposed to go to Matt's leg, a new leg for him, because if you
Was
obviously
it the first one or was it the second one?
I could have sworn it was the first one. The second one was the
I thought
Pizzle
Nick
one?
won the first one.
No, you're right. You're right. Nick won the first one. Tommy and Matt won the second one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Pizzle was also supposed to get prize money. At one
Pizzle and Repzilla, I think, were a team.
yeah. And
Mhm.
they didn't receive the money, and they were supposed to do a now recording episode about Jessica confronting Salvo about it.
Yes.
Jessica leaves like during the recording, goes to Xylie's stream, and then Xylie and Jessica have like this not Xylie and Jessica, Matt and Jessica have like this big fight. Jessica cries and she leaves the community for a solid couple of months until
Yeah.
D-Max and P-Paw managed to convince her to come back.
Yeah. She I remember that one of the days during Leggate, like shortly after she fought
Mhm.
with Matt on Xylie's stream, she did like this
Mhm.
episode on her channel where she was just like complaining about not getting her money, and that I can't remember what she was saying, but she's like, Matt's leg is stupid or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, she knew. I think I could be wrong, but I remember she was like, "Well, everyone always against me, so I might as well just go out," saying a bunch of random stuff.
Yeah, and then she went on Iron Ducks says I love that soundbite. She went on Tommy C's show. I was like, I'm really bad at explaining. Oh no, that was Xylie stuff.
Yeah, that was during the Xylie.
Yeah, that was the
stream,
Xylie.
Yeah.
show.
And then Tommy C clipped it and uses it as a dodo sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matt gave him that sound just because he felt so proud of himself. He
Yeah.
made
Probably.
Jessica cry.
Well, luckily
Yeah.
she's back to the community,
Um,
and you guys got the Lol Gals podcast going on, the Still Connected channel.
We do. So we haven't been recording like the last few weeks because I've been busy with work.
Right.
And then
right.
Jessica and Liana is in like the honeymoon phase with Andy. So she's like off doing her thing. And then Jessica's
Yeah.
off doing her thing in her personal life. So, but hopefully we record today. We get an episode done.
Oh yeah, that would
It's
be
been a
awesome.
minute.
Awesome, especially with all the juicy stuff that's been going down.
Yeah. I have
Mhm.
no idea what we're going to talk about. We're probably going to talk about Nick Ricada if we do
There
meet
you
up
go.
today.
Oh yeah, because Worski covered it on Kino Casino.
Yeah. So I'm sure Liana knows all about that.
Probably.
And then we'll probably talk about Abby.
I saw Abby did a live stream.
Yes.
and like I was sent a
I got,
clip where
like,
she's
10
like,
minutes
you
in."
leave me and Van Luke alone. But it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's wrong with her mic. I think she has like the mic facing the opposite direction, and she has like the gain super
It
low.
might
I could
be.
hardly hear her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I quit watching because it was just so hard to hear her.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like triggering for me when the audio cuts in and out. I can't deal with it.
I started watching it, but then like her audio became really loud, and I was just like, whatever. I can't watch this. I can't do it. So I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
guess
know
she's
the
really
context of it.
passionate. Yeah. It was mainly what I was told. It was just mainly Abby trying to make connections between her text with Jessica Pizzle and like what's going on now, because Pizzle and I made, yeah, when Abby was like spurging about Xylie,
Mm.
Pizzle and I made episodes about her, and
Oh,
all
yeah,
my
yeah.
stuff. All my stuff got privacy struck, and I'm not going to sit here and say it was Abby that did it, but I got privacy complaints on it, and I was like, I was really new. I was still before 1K on that channel.
Right,
So as
which
soon as I
congrats,
got
by the way. You made through like the big hurdle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself. I'm almost at 2K. So, but
Heck yeah.
hopefully I get to 2 before my birthday. That'd be awesome.
When
When's your
what month
birthday?
is your birthday in?
June. So I got
Ooh.
I got
think-
a
I
few
think you
more
definitely
weeks.
do it.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see if I can get there. But yeah, just as soon as I got the privacy claims, I took down those videos
Mhm.
and didn't post them. And I guess Abby was still upset that like Jessica still had her videos up. So that's
Right.
why she was like shitting on Jessica. So, like,
Well,
the
like
last
what I've noticed with Abby is Abby wants to she wants to be in this nebulous zone where she's a content creator, but at the same time you can't talk crap about her because she's not a public figure at the same time.
yeah.
And like unfortunately, Abby, like listen, okay, if you're just a chatter, you just chat in people's live streams and you keep it at that, you're right. You deserve some privacy. You're a
Yeah.
public figure and you start talking shit about people, especially on your live streams, on your Twitter, people are allowed to comment. Okay? If they fire back, you can't complain about them firing back.
Yeah.
Don't throw stones when you're in a glass house sort of deal.
Mhm.
True. I don't know. I think sometimes, Nerdy, I need to remember that, because last time, actually yesterday when I was on Flatley's live stream, Abby hangs out in Flatley's chat,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And I'll tolerate her in chats. Like, I will be cordial and copacetic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
But as soon as somebody starts talking shit to Abby, because she's like massively hated it in commentary, she burnt a lot of bridges, and a lot of
She
people
did.
don't like her.
Mhm.
As soon as I see someone talking shit to her, I'm always like, be nice to Abby. And then I remember like the stuff that she does, and she is a public figure, and you are right,
Mhm.
where
Yeah.
you're not just a chatter. And if you're gonna go and say that kind of stuff and burn bridges with people, be prepared for people to talk shit. So yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
kind of helped me
Yeah.
realize that just now, Nerdy.
She I remember when I was Dave's producer, she used to like me. She used to like me a lot because she liked watching Dave's show. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
then I blame Mike the Bike for this. I blame the Floridian for this one. Okay, he said, "John, I need you to make a quick thumbnail for me." I go, "Okay." I literally did it in 2 minutes. I didn't care at the time. I did a joke before and after picture. The before picture being Abby with like the filters, with like the high angle photos that she used to take on Twitter, and then I
Mhm.
compared it with the image of her on the Keemstar show when she appeared on that, and
Yeah.
she was not happy. She was not happy with that.
That was I think that was a really big meme within the community, like what you made.
Mhm.
Because it was just like a huge tell all with like the way that Abby looks. And I remember Izzy Tan specifically sticking to that image that you had, or that image that you created, because I've seen that image float around the community a few times, make its orbit.
Well, like she also do I talk? I mean, I might as well. She's like she kind of trauma dumped on me about how like her family accuses her of being like a drug user and everything. And I'm like, Abby, I don't know about that. I don't know about your personal life. All right? I doubt your dad's going to see the Mike the Bike thumbnail. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Wait,
It's-
John did a thumbnail that didn't take hours. Jesus Christ!
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Iron Dog. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love to all around.
We wish him peace.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
She did get upset over a Mike the Bike song, because what was it? It was just like
Yeah,
I can't even
she yelled
remember
at
the
Niall
parody.
because Niall was the one who commissioned it, and I think
Mm.
they had it out on Mitch's stream.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
That-
that was there was a whole
Let me
deal. Then
find
she
the
wished his
parody
dad to be
here.
dead.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then
Which was pretty fucking scummy.
Oh, see, I had the opposite take of you, Squatchin. I was just like, because
Mhm.
Niall got really pissed off that was said, and I was just like, well, Niall, you talk a lot of shit, so you better deal with it. And then I was on Abby's side with that one,
You
but
see,
I
I
could
agree
see,
with you if it wasn't Abby Blackbird who was saying that, right? Because like
yeah,
she'll say, "I hope your fucking family dies in a fucking fire," right? But then you call her like fat and spurgy, and then she just like fucking flips out.
yeah. Right now she's like, there's a war going on between her and Scally, because Scally has said a few little edgy things, being the Augie RFC Spurg that he is, or in Lyric's chat, he says edgy things, and she saw it, and yeah, I did not like what was said. So
I have told Skelly though that he's like, dude, like, look, you're obsessed with her, like she's your fucking ex-girlfriend, bro. Like maybe,
yeah.
maybe tone down the Abbiness a bit, you know?
Oh, totally. Like there are times where like it's even with Tipster. The other day he had an intervention with everyone in the now recording server, because we're like, hey, look, some of the stuff you say about Abby is kind of no go. It's kind of inappropriate. And then he knows sometimes when he jokes or when he does the edgy stuff, he's just like, he becomes obsessive and keeps doing the same kind of edgy joke.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, bro, it's getting old. Can you start to think of new things? So I love Skelly. He's like a little brother to me. He's a little fart. So.
Yeah, I yeah, like with Skelly, I think it's funny. For me, it's like I handle that kind of stuff in dosage. You know, like I like hearing his humor probably like a couple times a week. You know, I don't know if I could be in like a Discord call with him daily. That sounds mean. I don't mean it to be mean. Hopefully I'm making sense here. You know, it's like you can only handle so much of that type of humor at one time, I feel.
Yeah, sometimes you can only handle so many N-words going on.
Well, no, you see, that's what gets me hooked. It's like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, Sliggin says, oh yeah, the Skelly intervention. He was there for it, so.
Skelly and Abby is my favorite romantic comedy of the summer. I can't wait for the sequel.
It's like, there should be a movie based off of Skelly and Abby's relationship, and Adam Sandler should play the role of Skelly. Yeah. I don't know who would play the role.
Oh, who's that?
Abby.
Who's the actress from Friends that he co-stars with a couple movies?
Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston should be.
Okay, yeah, that'd be great.
And you do like the South Park like Rob Schneider voice for the trailer, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
He was an RFC Spurg. She was a Discord kitten. Can they make this relationship last?
That's funny.
You can't say the Jewish word on stream, you pussy, John. Like I said Jew right there. What are you talking about? I just won't say it offensively because that's mean. YouTube doesn't like that.
Yeah, they don't. They definitely do not.
We're not Sneeko here. But anyway, back to the art commentary stuff. I know we got a little sidetracked there. Apologies.
Oh no, that's fine.
So I assume you found out the same as everyone with that clip of the Discord call, right?
Yeah. Lio became I've never liked Lio.
Mm-hmm.
I've never liked Lio based off of like the way that the Slug Peepaw conversation happened. And I remember like Lio yelling at Peepaw on Slug's stream, and I was just like, you know what? You're on my radar. I don't like you.
Mhm.
Right. And then left it alone. I just had it in the back of my head. I don't like Lio Convoy. This
Right,
guy thinks he's like better than everybody else. Fuck this dude. And then I saw a clip of the call on Twitter. I think Omnia posted it. And the call was linked, and I actually listened to the entire call. I was just like, this is bad. This is horrible.
Because
So
what
then
was it,
I
like
sta-
4
I
hours
started
long or something
covering
crazy
it.
like that?
Yeah, it's a 4-hour video. I can't
I
remember where
commend
it's.
you for going through that, by the way.
Yeah, because I
Ryan, a
wanted
bitch
to.
in the sun.
So like when I get into a good rabbit hole, I like I'll get invested and be like, well, who are these people about? So when I saw the call, I didn't know who Hopeless Peaches was. I didn't know who what the lore was.
Really? You didn't know who Hopeless Peaches was?
Yeah, I just saw that their name would like sometimes float around in association with Harley TBS. But I didn't know what was going on with
Her and
that kind of
Tipster, I
stuff.
mean, well, I guess he now. Him and
Yeah.
Tipster were good friends back in the day. When
Mm-hmm.
Hopeless stopped being Hopeless for a while and was Rosie instead.
Oh,
Yeah, because they take on different art personas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting because
Yeah.
I didn't even know that she was part of the Tipster lore either,
Fun fact,
or he was part of the Tipster lore.
back in the day, I tried to get Rosie on to try an interview because they were starting to make content again at the time, and like, no,
Mhm.
I don't want to start off controversy with me again. Like,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah.
So Lio became on my radar, and I listened to the 4-hour call, and I just started covering it. And then when I started covering the Rosa call, I started getting linked to Akumu's videos, and I started hearing about the FCK server. I was like, well, what's the FCK server? And the FCK leaks account started like popping up on Twitter, so I followed it, and it like outed a ton of art commentary people in the community as being inappropriate with minors, because you see like bigger
lovely
names
stuff.
in there,
Lovely stuff.
like
right
Ms. ZZ. Yeah, Shanry's talented artist.
there. Yeah.
And there's lore within that picture. So Shanry's drew that picture on Lio on the phone in McDonald's. Recently, Lio had another 4-hour call where he's like bullying this other person named Ren. And I'm like, I'm not super close with Ren, but I care about Ren because I talk to them, right? And he's sitting here just like projecting his values onto Ren and like trying to attack their identity as a trans person in this call.
To do.
Yeah. And while this call is taking place, Lio is sitting in a McDonald's because his power is out, because the day that the call happened, you know, there was severe thunderstorm.
And he just had to be in the Discord call. He just had to do it.
Priorities, of course.
He had to be in a Discord call. His supposedly Stardust discovered that his wife was sitting there with him.
No.
While he's having like this,
my God,
4-hour call with Ren. Just like, yeah, it's just insane. The power's out.
Honey, be quiet. I need to be in this Discord call right now. Can you imagine the McDonald's employees watching this man?
Well, so in the background of the audio, people are saying that you can hear like a McDonald's person say, "Do you want a number 3?" So I didn't hear it, but I think that's hilarious.
Oh my god, that's amazing. The funny thing is, I think it's a case of like, I think it's very clear Lio got bullied when he was younger.
Oh
And
yeah.
for being differently abled, right? And then he found a community of people who are worse with worse mental problems than him, and so he's able to like wrangle them and finally take the power he so justly deserves.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was a Walmart McDonald's.
It was. It
Walmart
was in a McDonald's.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's a new level of low.
Yeah, in Texas. Of all, so it's like,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
geez.
god.
Like, I'm sure there are fellow Texans like walking by. If I saw Lio in Walmart and he's talking on the phone like this, I would sit there and wonder. I'd be like, who the frick is this crazy guy? And why is he sitting in a McDonald's for like 3 hours?
Yeah. Oh my god, man. Wait, what if it was a Walmart close to where Augie lives? Augie's at the Walmart. He's just seeing this fat dude like yelling to the phone. He's like, God, I'm so glad I don't make YouTube content anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, be hilarious to hear Augie in the background. RFC Nation. I'm like, yeah.
That would be hilarious. So
I miss Augie.
from what I've gathered with Lio is that he wants to be like, to be fair, I mean, to be slightly fair, I think this is a lot of origins for like commentary people, is that he wanted to do something else, but then when he made drama videos, that's what got him a lot of traction.
Yeah. So Lio, the way that Lio started his channel was he used to, he's in the Thundercats community. So he used to cover like Thundercats type of media. He used to do samurai sword videos, so you could, or samurai sword reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a video on there where he's like reviewing a samurai sword.
Yeah, it looks like Power Rangers 2017, no spoiler reviews.
Yeah, and he admits he doesn't get views off of this kind of content, and for whatever reason,
Mhm.
Lio decided to start getting into predation cases and start being a predator hunter. And then he started getting views off of that and has just continued it. He doesn't have any knowledge or background into the internet vigilante. And I from the Mama Mac stuff, you know, we were, the Lio stuff clearly happened after Mama Max. And,
Yeah.
you know, from what happened with Mama Max, I have a bad taste in my mouth about internet vigilantes. And then I saw how Lio handled cases, and it's just, yeah. He went on Stardust live stream like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and he was fighting with that legal consultant, right?
Yeah, he was fighting with an attorney on what.
Oh, she was like a full-on attorney. She wasn't just like a legal expert. She was an attorney.
No, he
Yeah,
called her a paralegal.
Yeah, he called her a paralegal because Lio becomes like sexist when you're a woman and you fight with him.
Oh, of
Which
course,
is,
of
like,
course.
It's fine. Like, I don't care. Like, go ahead and say I have daddy issues and stuff. I don't care. But somebody from Twitch politics, like Stardust, especially being a feminist, she's going to take that seriously.
Right.
So that was like the live stream where you absolutely should not like come off as sexist at all. And
yeah.
he did it. Like, he was just like, Stardust was like, oh, you know what? You don't mind if I invite a lawyer into the call? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, sure, invite him in. And then Stardust was like, well, it's a woman lawyer. And then he's just like, oh yeah, invite her in. And then she comes in and he's like, oh God, your name is Barbie? So it's just like, Lio, like, this is the kind of conversation that you don't want to have with the Twitch politics person.
Well, yeah,
because Twitch politics people.
What I've noticed is the few times I have like stomach to watch Lio, especially when he's in that live stream, is that he goes off topic a lot to try and distract from like the main topic, which is usually his how he horribly handles a situation.
Yeah. his main go-to is just lie, deny, and like deflect. He's just like every time he gets caught with something, he'll like bring up other people's bad past and be like, well, this person that is accusing me of this thing is also a bad person.
Yeah.
So you can't really take him seriously. And his audience just listens to him. They eat it up. Like he did a response video to that allegations, and it was well received on his channel. You know, I think it got a few dislikes. I don't know how many, but last time I saw it was like up to like 1K. Oh, okay, never mind.
Keep in mind,
Actually,
YouTube stopped giving out the metric for like dislikes, so like it's not accurate. But it is safe to say that like, well, at least like a good chunk of people probably have disliked this.
Yeah. Okay, so it's different from the last time I checked it. It was more likes than dislikes.
Right.
But his audience bought it up, and he's just like. Lyo's just like this low-cal. I think he's worse than Mama Max. I don't know. Maybe Mama Max is worse.
He's the dollar store version of Mama Max. Like Mama Max knew how to advertise himself to sort of like the horror fan e-girls of the internet, right?
Yeah.
Lyo kind of just advertises himself to like furry artists who have like trauma.
Oh yeah.
And so obviously like I think Mama Max has been able to capitalize on his audience a lot more. Plus too, like as weird as Max is with his behavior, especially towards like the people he talks to, like for example, having the what's her name? The girl Muta? Spencer, yeah, having like Spencer live with him. I'm sure that's kind of a weird dynamic there. I'm not gonna say they're in a relationship, but I'm just saying. But with Lyo, it's let me e-adopt you in my Discord server. Let me be your e-daddy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a case where Lyo took on, and while this case was happening, the victim named Jordan, he decided to move in with Lyo, and Lyo took him into his house, and things went south because Lyo didn't realize that the person he was inviting into his house to live with him, being a victim of like grooming and predation, had mental issues, and Lyo didn't realize what they were taking on by bringing this person in. Yeah. So things ended up going south between Jordan and Lyo. And Jordan went on to a Lyo Detractors channel and did an interview and labeled him as abusive and he smells, he doesn't shower.
Well, I mean, I've seen pictures of that fursuit. I imagine the smell is probably from that alone.
Probably. Like I honestly believe the Jordan interview, but that's just my personal opinion. But ever since then, because Lyo got painted as an abuser in that interview, he has a grudge to pick with everybody that was involved. So like people were listening to that interview and they started saying that Jordan was abused, and ever since then Lyo's had like a personal vendetta against people that have painted him as an abuser. And it's like, well, dude, there's evidence out there. There's 2 4-hour calls of you being a bully towards mentally handicapped people. Like it's a pattern of behavior. So.
Yeah, and like also too, so like whenever he's in a situation like this, especially when it delves into grooming, abuse, assault, this type of behavior, he always portrays himself as the foremost expert when it comes to this sort of stuff. You could tell this in reference to the Stardust call again, because I did listen to that, and he's like trying to out-lawyer the lawyer.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, and Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just saying, yeah, like I agree. Go ahead.
Well, Stardust really nailed him in that conversation because Stardust pointed out the fact, and I didn't even know to think of this, but with any of my takes, but as soon as she pointed it out, I was just like, oh my God, Stardust is right here. Where Stardust started pointing out that Lyo's never had any kind of formal education or formal training when it comes to predator hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And he admits it. He's like, I didn't know you could take classes on predator hunting. And so like Stardust really got him there where he like harped on that to where recently Lyo made an announcement in his Discord and was like, hey, you know, I'm not going to do these kind of conflict. He'll say conflict resolution gallery calls. Like he's very specific in the verbiage, but we all know what that call is.
Yeah.
We all know it's Lyo and company pulling somebody in to be a dickhead to that person for like hours at a time. And the person just has to tolerate the abuse. Right. So, he made the announcement and he's like, oh, I don't have enough. I'm not going to do any more of these kind of calls in my Discord because I don't have enough education. And until I get fully educated on this topic, there will be no conflict resolutions in my Discord. And it's just like, Lyo, you're barely learning this. Like, bro, do you not have like any ounce of self-awareness? Do you not realize the stuff that you've done is probably really bad? You've probably really traumatized these people. Like,
how
crazy.
could he? He's Lyo Convoy. He's like the best YouTuber ever, don't you know?
Yeah. There was a little bit of drama that happened with him yesterday where, you know, in the second 4-hour call with Rin, where he's like attacking this trans person based on their identity and wanting to be accepted in the LGBTQ plus community. Somehow Lyo was able to get Rin's father's number. And yeah. And he has Rin almost got kicked out of their house because they saw that their kid was on a YouTube channel and Lyo was like giving a response and Lyo had outed them as trans, right? And the dad is deeply conservative, didn't know that they were trans.
That's fucking evil.
Yeah, so the dad almost kicked Rin out. So Lyo, in that conversation, in the 4-hour conversation, there's at least three occasions where Lyo threatens to call Rin's dad because he has the phone number.
Jesus Christ.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's one thing to make fun of gay people and trans people, right? It's another thing when you force them to be outed. That's an entirely separate, like that's like full on despicable right there.
Yeah. Well, it's not only that, it's taking it to life for a nation. Like if anybody in commentary, like if I called Nerdy John, if I called your dad and talked about the beef that I have with you, I would be fucking out of commentary.
Well, you know, if you're able to contact him, I would love to know where he is.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Inappropriate.
No. It's just a joke.
Oh, okay. You got me.
Father, are you finally back from getting milk?
So, Lyo, on 3 occasions, like threatens to call this person's dad, and I've been like super heated. The last 2 videos on my channel, you see the unhinged Leah that's like freaking yelling.
Well,
because
that's understandable, especially because like his thing is like, well, I only ruin the lives of predators, and like he's like just like, yeah, I'm gonna out you to your conservative family. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
This is an innocent person, and I really care about Ren. I really care about that person, and to hear Lyo threaten this, a person that I care about, I was just like, you know what? I'm going balls to the wall. You want to see fucking crazy Leah? You're gonna see crazy Leah, especially in those last 2 interviews where Zach is not Kyle, full stop, like actually, and then Lyo Convoy yet again bullies another mentally. I am completely unhinged in those videos, right? It's at the point where it's just like, okay, Leah, you better calm down because you're saying some really crazy shit.
Hey,
right?
you know, every content creator has to have a gamer moment.
Yeah. Well, those were my gamer moments. And I'm just like, okay, it's in those 2 videos. You better calm down the next live stream and have like a reasonable, charitable approach. Because if you go unhinged again, it's not going to look right. Like you're going to start to look biased in your coverage. So, Lio, I've been trying to get him to delete the number. And in that second video where
I think I saw your tweets about it. Hang on, let me put them up real quick. He doesn't know how to delete stuff, apparently.
Yeah. I've been like fucking delete the number because like there were chats that were sent to me where Lio's like, oh, I don't know how to delete it. I'm not deleting the number. Yeah, this part where he's like, what's this? I'm hearing about you being mad about me not deleting a number. Like he'll play like obtuse on purpose. Like he'll play this stupid game. And then he'll say, I don't know how to delete a number, right? I can't magically delete a number sent to my text. And it's like, Lio.
You know what you can do?
You actually can.
You hover your finger over like the text message, right? You hold it, and then it's going to give you the option to delete number.
Yeah.
Crazy new technology. I know, guys. I know.
Magic, sorcery.
So I go, you can delete the fucking number, you locale. Like I was like typing that in caps. Right. And then later on in the day, I get sent a screenshot where somebody is like walking him in his Discord, walking him through on how to delete the text message or the message that has the information. And it's like, Laya, you're 38 years old. I'm 34 and I know how to delete text messages on my phone.
Yeah,
And
he's
he
a
has an
millennial.
iPhone.
Yeah, well,
he's
no
millennial.
reason.
He's 38, but he also has a bit of the tism.
Yeah,
I don't know how much that affects it.
He says he's getting tested for the tism, and I don't want to dismiss it. So maybe he does have it, but when I saw the screenshot of him like being like, well, I didn't know this is how you delete numbers. And it was like actually somebody walking him through. I was just like, Lio, you're 38 years old. I think you know how to delete numbers. If you know how to get them into your phone and you know how to add them to your contacts, you know how to delete it. So
I'm just like, how it like, not to bring like his personal stuff into it. I'm just amazed like how the wife is okay with any of this.
Yeah. So, I don't know if I should say this, but I read the farms.
If you have to, tread carefully.
Oh, okay. I read the farms. So like they talk about his wife on the farms because Lio openly talks about his wife. Right. There have been times where like, and I haven't done it. I haven't reached out to the wife, but Lio's been like covered by the farmers for like a few years now because he's burnt some. Yeah, he's crossed the line with some farmers, right? Lio has a friend that's called Retro Blast Gaming, and Lio, that friend is like deeply despised by the farmers. He has his own thread. Lio defends this person, and that's how he's gotten on the radar with some of the kiwi farmers, right? Some of the farmers were like talking to his wife, and they contacted his wife through Facebook. I don't avow that, by the way.
Right.
But it's farmers; they're going to do what they want to do, and the wife is just like, "I'm okay with it. I'm completely fine with this." So like the wife kind of just accepts it and co-signs it. But it's at the point where
do you think
like,
it's because she doesn't know like all like how like the internet stuff works?
I think so. Like she has like she's very successful in her line of work. I'm not going to go out and say it.
Oh, so she's like the breadwinner. So he's able to like purchase all of his like buildable figurines and do his YouTube stuff.
Yeah, I think she gets a lot of she makes a lot of the income in that house. I don't know for sure, but I think so. I suspect so. and she kind of just like tolerates it. Like there's a live stream that Lio had with Akumu, and Akumu is another Lio convoy detractor, or criticizer. I don't want to say detractor. This person criticizes Lio and the FCK server. He does great work. He's very much he tries to be like Medicare, right?
No, we're aware of him because back in the day when John Swan was still in the community, Kai, Prince Kai, who used to be Omnia's boyfriend, copyright struck Akumu over the videos on him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That must have been like that was around the time I was in commentary. I don't know how I missed that.
Probably like 3 years ago at this point now. And then that's what spiraled into like the abuse story and then all this mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a live stream that Lio's having with Akumu, and while this live stream is happening, people are sending pizzas to his house. That like nobody knows who's sending the pizzas.
Oh no!
I have no idea who it is, but I think
Bet it was
like,
Mitch.
It's like the farmers, probably. It could be Mitch.
Mitch loves sending pizzas to people, apparently.
During the live stream, he's like, "Oh, hold on, guys. Here's another pizza," and he's like, "Oh, that's it. That's 8 pizzas sent to my house." And it's like, bro, how does your fucking wife deal with this? Like with random ass pizzas getting sent to their house. Lio even admits where he's just like, I had to put a sign. He'll admit it, and I think he put it in the 4-hour call that I just covered. He admits like, I had to put a sign on my door to say if it's not paid for, it's not ours. So it's just like this guy gets sent so many pizzas.
Maybe you fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely a low-cal. Like he doesn't. I don't think he realizes the stuff that he puts himself through. But it's like, bro, normal people don't act like this on the internet.
No.
And there's no way where you just become tolerant of pizzas getting sent to your house. Like,
because that's legit the same thing that like, do you know who King Cobra is by chance?
I've heard of them. I don't know their exact lore.
There are Wisconsin lolcow. The Drunken Peasants have covered them a couple times. He has a sign that says, if it's not paid for, it's a scam.
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, imagine putting a sign on your door because you get sent so many pizzas to your house because people hate you. Like, you're just a massive dick.
I bet you he ate all those pizzas, though.
Probably. His lardy ass sitting in McDonald's.
Just eating it while he's in the fursuit.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But... yeah, it's been a rabbit hole with Lio. Like I think he's kind of, from what I saw yesterday, where he like, although he played stupid and like deleting the number, he actually deleted it. Like I'd like to think he actually deleted it.
Hopefully.
I think there's gonna be like a calm, quiet period. And then supposedly Lio's supposed to have a live stream with another Lio convoy criticizer named Kumo, and I get the feeling that live stream is going to be a nightmare and it's going to cause another set of drama.
And just for clarification, Kumo and Akuma are different people, right?
Yeah, Kumo and
okay.
They are. I mix up their names frequently on live streams because they're closely the same names. So, but yeah, I think for like this coming week, and I don't know, I could be wrong. This coming week, it could be quiet, but
yeah. So I did want to ask you. So like, for your channel, I know you said the lolgals might cover like the Nick Rekieta stuff, but like, other than like the art commentary stuff, what do you plan on covering for the channel? Basically, anything that comes through your feed, or?
No. So there are subjects where like my audience isn't specifically interested in. Like if you go back,
Mhm.
my lowest viewing video is that Ric Flair video. So
Oh
like
yeah,
that
what is this about? I wonder.
he got drunk and he became
Mhm.
belligerent in a pizzeria. So
Pizzeria, Mamma
they
Mia.
recorded it. They recorded it, and he was like totally acting like a fucking Karen in
Mhm.
the footage. But my audience doesn't like it when I cover WWE. Every time I cover WWE, it
Mhm.
flops
Oh.
massively.
Ah. You see,
So
that's when you
I,
get like Dead on Dave, the guest star for you. You know,
Mhm.
that'd be a fun
yeah,
one.
maybe I start to do that. But my audience has a tendency to like the rabbit holes that I go down. Like,
Mhm.
um, right now it's art commentary, and I'm starting to like branch off into other areas of art commentary. Where while the stuff with Lio is like being calm and quiet, I'll probably start like covering other figures in art commentary and seeing what they're like. Just a Robot has piqued my interest. You know, the other day I watched an Augie stream where Augie's like absolutely shitting on Just a Robot. So
Oh
was a good
yeah,
one.
that was. I believe that was probably during the John Swan stuff, because like, Just a Robot made a video. What was it? What was it, criticizing John Swan, or was it defending John Swan squatching? He
I
was
don't
like, the
remember.
commentary community, this is all their fault. You know, that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say defending, but I don't recall.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I'm gonna have to go look at his channel and see what his stance is on John Swan, because that'd be really
Well,
interesting.
it depends, because like
He
he has like two channels that he uploads to. Is like there's his main, and then he has one literally called Just a Robot 2.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Just a Robot too.
Yeah,
Uh,
I kind of used to be a fan of Just a Robot back in the day, cuz like I wasn't like deep into it, but like I was kind of watching like art commentary people. Like it was mostly like manga common, who people probably know about from like the Daft Pina,
Daft Pina.
and then
Yeah.
the Ellis Mark drama from about a
Yeah.
year ago. And
Yeah.
Just a Robot, you know, who's been kind of involved with the Lio stuff, because he was on a stream talking with Lio, and like they seem to be on pretty friendly terms.
Yes. So speaking of Just a Robot, because like I'm cool with Just a Robot. Like I've
Mhm.
talked to him. I was gonna do a live stream covering his false allegations because he was falsely accused of being a P word or PDF file, right?
Mhm.
And I think it like cost him to the point where he became suicidal over it because he was being falsely accused. So I was gonna go over that uh, and possibly like do like a set of questions or interview questions with him to see how that scandal affected him. And I was going to do a rabbit hole on that. But he recently made a video about the Hopeless Peaches stuff,
Yeah,
and
because him and Peaches
I
were
did not
friends
like the
too.
video. Yeah, he was friends with Peaches.
The Hopeless Peaches drama at long last is over. Well, this is the thing
Yeah.
with Peaches. Peaches, for a hot minute, had some like weird, like I don't know fully in depth, but like her beef with Omnia was really weird, because Omnia, basically what it boiled down to, Omnia thought she was racist.
Yeah.
And prison created by the name Prison Make Luke got involved. I think that's when Harley TBS himself got involved in that situation. It's an entire rabbit hole mess. I know Turkey Tom, he did a video covering Prison Mate Luke, and kind of delves into the Hopeless Peaches stuff there.
Yeah. Well, so that drama, it's interesting to see what like Peaches went through with
Mhm.
Toby and Omnia and Creepshow Art, because that drama that they went through at the time kind of shaped the person they are today. And it's being outed or being discovered that like around the time Peaches was like in these servers and hanging out in the art commentary community, Peaches was very vindictive, and they didn't like the time where like if you took the wrong stance against Peaches, they would remember that you took that wrong stance. Like,
oh, of course.
Peaches has a huge vendetta against Omnia because of the racism stuff. So it's just you start to see screenshots where Peaches is like talking shit about these people because they can't get over their drama. Peaches is another locale. And I think Lyo's like worse than, well, I don't know. Peaches is just as toxic. But Peaches is like would be another good locale to dive into. And
yeah, I would say they're both vindictive. It's just, I would say Peaches is more opportunistic.
Yeah. You know, you're giving me an idea. Like I want to like start to look into Peach's lore and see. I think my next two characters, since the Lyo stuff is just like calming down or being quiet, and he's actually listening and deleting fucking numbers and not doing these bully calls. During the quiet period until stuff starts to pick up again, I think I'll cover Peach's interaction with the art commentary community and Just a Robot specifically.
Yeah, you definitely should. I imagine there's some like archives out there, but I know Peaches did delete they deleted all their videos on the channel, right? I'm sure you can find some archives here and there.
Yeah, it's interesting how they go through this situation with like the FCK server, and their immediate go-to is to like leave the internet.
Right,
and it's like, well,
you know, it's not just art commentary. I feel like a lot of creators, both in commentary, you know, outside of like the drama space, do this as well. I feel like a lot of up-and-coming creators weirdly focus too much on like being in Discord all day, when like they could just be producing content, you know?
Yeah, you know, I agree with you.
Like this is how I want to model. Like, look at Turkey Tom, right? I think we mentioned it a little bit earlier before we started the live stream. But that dude has a main channel he uploads weekly to. He has an IRL channel which he uploads pretty frequently too. I don't think he has a set schedule for that, but still. And he has 2 channels that he does daily uploads on. And if you ever listen to Turkey Tom talk in like a podcast or just like the subject of content creation, you can tell his drive. You can tell he's not going to be sitting in Discord all day, you know, wondering what people think about him. He's just making content. And I feel like if a lot of people, especially in this situation with like Hopeless Peaches and all that, right? They wouldn't be in these controversies. Now, Lyo, probably, because his whole content revolves around being in Discord calls with people.
Yeah. Lyo lives in Discord. I think I just have this, and this is speculation on my end. I don't know if actually he lives like this, but I think Lyo is not satisfied in his personal life. And because he's not satisfied or he's not fulfilled within that life, he kind of lives his life through Discord. Like there are calls that, and I'm about to go through this call on Sunday where there's a call where he's yelling at somebody while he's driving.
Oh, of course.
So it's just like, wow, you really care about Discord that much. There's times where he's taking like 3-hour calls while he's working. It's like, how are you not fired? What are you doing? You're in a 3-hour Discord call at work. Like, I'm sure your boss wouldn't like that. Me as a manager, I wouldn't like that.
No, yeah. So if my boss try to catch me like in a Discord call talking about like random YouTube drama, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get back to fucking work."
Yeah, I feel like but yeah, it's just interesting just to go down the rabbit holes and cover all these different types of figures and art commentary. Another part of another part of like something that I want to start covering on the channel is Without a Crystal Ball, because apparently they're like
Oh my
obsessing. Yeah, they're obsessing over the sister wives stuff, and they're
Again?
yes, their coverage.
Jeez.
So one of the sons died, like he committed
Really?
suicide. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Wow.
and people have been like going on Reddit and saying that she's exploiting the death of the son for content and just
Mhm.
continues to like blame certain figures in that
Mhm.
family on the death of this kid or this child. And it's like, Jesus,
I
it's
remember.
insane.
Do you remember the James Charles stuff that was going down? What was the
Yeah,
name of
with,
that
like-
woman who
Mhm.
accused him of like sexually harassing a waiter? What was the name?
Tati Westbrook.
Yes.
She was
Oh,
looking
I was
into
going to say
Tati's
Tati
personal
C.
information.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
such a nerd.
Oh,
I thought I was about to say Toddy C, but then Squash said Toddy Westbrook, and I
no,
was
Tati
like, oh,
C is
yeah,
a very different
Tati.
crazy woman. They're a very different crazy woman.
Hey, Blake. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, John.
She would like I remember Crystal Ball was bragging about how she was like digging up like personal information about Tati, and I think Tati took her to court and they had to settle out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some insane stuff.
They did settle out of court, and then
Mm.
I just watched that video, and Without a Crystal Ball like announces like, oh yeah, we settled, but we're settling because I'm friends with Toddy Westbrook now, and I'm helping her, and
Oh
it's
my
just like,
God.
bro, no, you have no idea. You're just settling just to settle. But their coverage, oh, okay. See, it's not as obsessive because she's starting to cover Diddy. But if you scroll down, I shouldn't be talking because my Lio Convoy coverage.
That's
but
a lot
it's-
of Cody face.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it's all
Miss
sister
Mary.
wives.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, that's
And it's
Oh.
it's not just one video a day. It's like multiple videos within the day. Like sometimes she'll put out
Mm.
3 in the same day, or
Oh my
she'll
God,
put
hang
out
on.
1.
I need to show
A
you my
day?
favorite RFC clip without a crystal ball.
oh god.
On it. Where is it?
I'll
'Cause-
never forget the day she exposed Keemstar. It's hilarious.
Crystal ball. Here we go. I know commentary aids clipped it.
It's the Unirock.
Here we go,
episode.
darkest day.
Actually alive. She's smarter than someone that is currently.
Wait!
What is going on? Wait.
Her
Hold on a
camera,
second,
dude!
Did she start
So
recording it by accident?
Wait, it's still streaming and she doesn't know! Wait!
No, she does. She's trying to fix it because the card's full. So she
Why-
started recording.
Why would she be filming with the
Wait, what's in the back?
She's
so she doesn't she's not live streaming through OBS. She's like live streaming like through the camera.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. That's
recording on the
insane.
camera
Over to the
instead of
max,
just
bro.
recording the screen. What
Okay,
is-
okay. To be
God.
fair, I just got one of these video cards, so I guess she's a little bit of a noob, but it's kind of funny. Oh my god, it's her third attempt. Why are we?
Hopefully she doesn't show
You
her
don't have
like
to hit record.
It's just
Oh my god, that's insane.
Is that so she can start and stop and then have multiple uploads covering the same topic?
yeah.
Does that make
she,
it easier?
She just sits and records.
Oh, you take it off screen before she accidentally
Oh,
nudes
her
herself.
outfit.
I know what if
That's
Uh,
crazy.
back in the good old days.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is so unprofessional of me, but I have to go to the bathroom real quick.
Well,
I'm
how
so
dare you?
sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Dude, cancel me. Freaking
Oh yeah,
spurt.
we're gonna cancel you right now. We're
I
gonna cut you-
refuse.
We're gonna cut you off before you get any bigger. Tati C was a super fan. She was, man. Them closet days back. Yeah, back in the closet days, man. Augie.
You remember the Tati C poetry?
I remember reading that on stream. It was so insane. Oh, dude! And then like she uploaded like a Twitter video where she was like breaking all the RFC merch.
Yeah, she bought like a full set of fucking coffee mugs.
Yeah,
I bet she was using them like fine china.
Yeah,
taking
and
them
then
out
she was
only
like
for
she was
special
like
occasions.
shouting something like, "I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this." As she's like
Right.
breaking them.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I had to take a bathroom break. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. You're good.
I like to drink Evian throughout the day. Like I'll drink like 3 bottles of water. All
Gotta
the
stay
time.
hydrated.
Oh, of
It's good
course
for
you
your
Yeah.
skin.
See, I have a bad habit
is.
of drinking coffee and Mountain Dew.
Ooh, Mountain Dew is delicious though. I'll never get tired of Mountain Dew.
Oh, Baja Blast is like my jam, and then they got the Voltage, which is like the blue raspberry flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Toddy C video of her
Yeah.
breaking like the
Yeah,
the
Cups,
mugs.
yes.
Yes.
yeah. I think Augie might have reacted to it one time on stream, but I don't think it got clipped, so it'd be hard to find.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Toddy C mug
yeah.
breaking.
We
Yeah.
we were just talking about her poetry that was about Augie.
Yeah.
You know, like,
It's. Oh, go ahead.
Augie, like Augie, you know, promoted himself as like obviously for jokes purposes, right? But like he promoted himself as like this incel, you know, and everything, right?
Super religious.
Right, but then it's always like he attracted a lot of weird women,
Yeah.
women who oftentimes are older than him.
Yep. Yeah.
Polis is a man. Polis is a man. Don't get me wrong. But Polis had a crush on him. Abby had a crush on him. Tati C,
Yeah.
of course. I'm sure there are probably one or two others that I'm forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There was like one where they. I
show.
think they were like in the Clipped Live Discord server, and they're like, "Oh my god, I had a dream about Augie."
Oh my
I
gosh.
was just like, "What the fuck? Why would you admit this?" Like, and it's interesting to see, like,
Mhm.
because Augie's not my type. I don't like Augie that way. He's just funny.
Mhm.
That's all.
Right.
That's all he is to
He's
me.
a big meme.
It's interesting to see like women that do come into his audience that are like, "Oh, I'm Catholic now," because he's like Catholic, and that's the one thing that Toddy C like played up was
Mhm.
she's like super Catholic, and
Because
oh
of
my
him.
god, she read the Bible. And yeah, it's just like, oh my god, that's like somebody trying to be Jewish because I'm Jewish and I care about.
Right, or like you see like an attractive Jewish woman and she's like, "Hey baby, oy vey, am I right? Haha.
Yeah,
Let me go to the temple with you."
Yeah,
Oh.
it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being
Yeah.
on. Do you have an upcoming stream? I know you talking about you've been doing some research. Do you have anything set in stone that you want to advertise real quick?
I will be live streaming. I normally live stream on Sundays.
Mhm.
I'll just have it'll just be a few random topics and some art commentary community stuff. So thanks for letting me show my channel on your channel.
Of course. Thank you
I
for
really
coming
appreciate
on.
it.
Always good.
Yeah.
Always glad to have conversations with funny people.
Yeah, it was really great. I really enjoyed being part of the show. I really appreciate you
Nuclear
inviting
Winter,
me
you want
on.
to call in? Do you have questions for you want to have questions for Leon?
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh,
Leia, I mean. That's
I'm
the thing.
calling it.
That's the thing. I would always mix you and Liana.
Yeah. Oh, I get called Liana all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys got questions for Leia, go ahead and hop on real quick before we head out. In the meantime, I'll shout out all the lovely members. Thank you so much. Get the list going here. Well, those are subscribers. I need members. Thank you. All right. Well, first off, we gotta thank the top G himself, Pigeon Salad, for being a Super Nerd 3, which is the $9.99 tier. All
yeah.
tiers, by the way, all tiers get the same stuff. So if you're going on higher tiers, it's purely, of your support for the channel, which I can't thank you enough, Pidgey, for going further beyond in your support. Then we have the Super Nerd 2s, which are Gaming Witch, 1's 2 cents, Dracula Moon, Iron Duck, and Trippy Savage. And finally, we have the Super Nerd 1s, which you can join for just 99 cents. We have John Bon Zombie, GG Hearts, J1K, Twilight Midnight, Zaylin, King TL, Panic Pun, K-Huck, Micken, McMuffin, Lady Nerd Artist, Spectre, Daniel J, Annie, D-Max, and Mike the Bike. Thank you all so much for your support. If you want to join today, go right ahead.
W.
Yeah.
W members.
What?
Well,
One thing I will
guess
say
nobody-
is creating members only content. Do you ever struggle with that?
I don't. So like I try to do like I haven't done a members only live stream. I probably should.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I do struggle with it. I try and make like because I'll do a live stream and then I private it and cut it up into like video segments because sometimes I talk my ass off, right? And it'll be like a 6-hour stream. So I try and cut it out and then release it early for members only.
Yeah, maybe what a good idea would be, instead of completely privating the stream, you can have the full stream as like a members only thing. Kind of funny enough, kind of what Tipster did before he left, but he didn't really. I don't think he handled it properly. Well,
Probably not.
He didn't.
like I said, thank you so much for coming on,
Yeah,
guys. If you're
thank
unsubscribed,
you.
go ahead and subscribe to her channel. We sent links in the chat below, and then when this gets clipped for the art commentary section, we'll have Leia's channel in the pinned comment below as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will join you next time on Nerdy Live. Squatchin, you want anything you want to advertise real quick before you get out as well?
No, it's gonna be a quiet weekend for me. Possibly gaming on Monday with Gigi if
Ooh, there you
he's
go.
not super busy.
Awesome.
All right, guys, this is Nerdy John signing out.